another frustrating one, probably because you did have a lot of chances and there were some good things, but overall not the result you wanted, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a better game than last game. We were just totally out of it. Game 1, game 2 could have gone either way, I thought. But end of the day, they beat us twice, and it was. I still think it was more up to us, and did better things, but also did things we never done before, and those are the ones who kind of beat you, and so I think I mentioned it last game. Maybe it's a good thing, it's nothing is for free. In any league, it doesn't matter who it is, and so it should be a little bit of a wake-up call for all of us.
Obviously, you guys had a bunch of power play chances today. Did it seem like that the group was starting to get its rhythm going on the man advantage?
Yeah, power play was definitely better too today. We had, we tried to. Sammy Fagemo left a huge hold on that side, with this with the one timer, and now we still try to figure out who would be the best fit and best formation for success, and it was better today, and they scored 2 big goals, so that's a good sign.
Has that forced you to kind of regroup and kind of flesh out a new plan, or is it more just finding the right personnel?
I mean, we got to realize, everyone's got to realize what do they can bring the most for the team, and again, I think we thought it would be maybe easy because we have a better team this year. So some guys are just all of a sudden go away from their things for what they do well, and again they got to realize they got to go back to being a forecheck guy or being a skill guy or usually whatever it is. They have to do that instead of just play and try to score every shift. So it's not going to work. Too many individual mistakes, and we are not a team yet. And as long as we're not going to play that way and being a good, tough team to play against, we'll have trouble.
I don't know how much you watched of the Kings yesterday, but Todd McClellan kind of said the same thing after the game. He said we are making individual mistakes, so he was encouraged that that's something you can correct. Is that kind of the same way that you feel?
Yeah, it's a mentality, right? It's we touched on it, or I touched on it since day 1. It's a mindset, and that's all what it is. And if you look at the Kings, all of a sudden they can turn it up. Can they do it for 60 minutes? Yes, they can, but same thing. They thought it would be probably easier with a better team, and so as we, and we're almost in the same boat, kind of thing. So maybe a slap in the face. It might be a good thing, but the most important thing, do we get it, and do we get out of it as soon as possible? So we're gonna use that week, today off tomorrow, to regroup and use that week for correcting a few things and try to find our team toughness and team mentality, how we want to move forward.
Ryan Francis comes here for rookie camp, and then he's on a tryout, and then he makes the team, and then he scores the first goal tonight. What was that like seeing him do that?
No, it's great. He deserved. That's why he's playing the last 2 games. Deserved to be in the lineup. He was great in all the games he played. He's like a little rat out there, and but again, he also needs to get used to playing against the big boys now. And but I was very happy with him that he ended up scoring.
Talked about some of the miscues defensively. Really, there's 2 rookies. There's 3 other guys that are vets, but they've never played here. Is some of the mistakes part of a whole new group, basically, on the defensive side of the puck?
Yes and no. Yes, you got to get used to a bit, but the mistakes I saw is the guys who've been around and the guys are our best players. So yes, the kids make a few mistakes and they're still learning, but if you look at our best players, they have to be the best players, not just offensively, defensively as well. And you cannot give up 5 or 6 goals, and you know, those are important. And again, you just got to realize who we are, and you know, every shift, every minute, every period is important.
You've got a few days here before you go down there and play in their building. You know, after these last 2 games, you know, what do these next couple of days look like before Friday?
Yeah, I have to watch. I have a few things in my mind, but you know, I'm always a guy. Now I have to calm down to a little bit. You know, you can't be too emotional after games, and I'm going to use the day too. And then tomorrow I'm going to go back at it and look where our mistakes are, and then we're going to address that this week. And you know, I believe in this group. That's the most thing, and hope they believe to each other. And you know, we done it, we've seen it, or I've seen it. So we just got to go back to it.